I see a lot of my clients in a reflective state, either aiming higher in the vocal for local context, or just taking stock, recalibrating, or looking at reinventing. Either case, this is a precious exercise. Identify and align with your archetype, and the time is right for it. When we talk of COVID-19, unprecedented is the most often used word. Many new phenomena have emerged. I'll mention two here. A celebrity ensures migrants return home to safety, becomes a caregiver. Doctors, nurses are caregivers, fight COVID-19 from the front lines in a very heroic manner. Margaret Mead, the famous anthropologist, believed and took it further. She was once asked, what is the mark of a start of a civilization? And she said, femur, a thigh bone that was once broken and now healed. Why? Because it was evidence that someone had taken time to stay with someone who fell, taken the person to safety, tended through recovery. Yes, it's the caregiver in us that signifies we are civilized. So, what is an archetype? It's a fascinating concept, and I will refer to C.G. Jung's model of the psyche here. If you see, it has many components: ego, persona, shadow, female, male counterparts, collective personal consciousness, collective personal unconsciousness. So the collective unconscious is the source feeding all archetypes. We will find these themes powering myths, art, culture, our religions, our fantasies, and even dreams. And they will create a deep archetypal kind of a response every time. If I try and say it in simpler terms, there are motivations that impact us as a human being. Similarly, across continents, races, cultures, it does not matter. They evoke a similar response in us. Amazing, no? You could say it's a different language, a specific language that we as human beings understand and are impacted by. It's a language of the objective image. Caregiver theme is one of those themes that has appealed to mankind since the beginning. And we have seen that it has recurred across movies, across art, religions, and if you believe C.G. Jung's psyche model, dreams as well speak in images. And caregiver theme, if we see movies like Sound of Music, the young Julie Andrews enters a household that is completely disconnected. With her warmth, loving nature, she wins over everyone. How would we describe her personality? Thoughtful, considerate, giving, caring, nurturing, like a mother nature, like a mother archetype. And that is the caregiver archetype that has appealed to all of us across cultures and still continues to do so. Another movie, story of a father taking great hardship to protect his child. I'm talking about Life is Beautiful. This movie's theme would resonate especially during the current times. The father making sure The child is protected from the disruptions of a Holocaust. Uplifting. Another personality that always comes up when we talk about caregivers is Mother Teresa, the humanitarian. She dedicated her life to serve the hungry, the crippled, the blind, the naked, all those who are shunned by the society, unloved by everyone. Angelina Jolie. Through the Jolie Pitt Foundation, she's donating millions to more than 20 countries. She's making sure she's there for people suffering from armed conflict, malnutrition, epidemics, calamities. And that's what a caregiver archetype is. And you'd find a certain behavioral pattern reflecting a certain belief system at its very core. Helping, caring, encouraging, listening, being sensitive to feelings, understanding, empathy, altruism, all these qualities reflected in the behavior. A brand, famously quoted many times, resides in the consumer's mind, in a person's psyche. It's an intangible, and we have to define its essence. That intangible component's soul is something we need to define. What can be better than tapping into universal instincts and motivations? Once a brand has identified and aligned with its archetype, everything will get fuel from it. All the physical manifestations will be powered by it. The visual imagery, the role it will play in consumers' life, its purpose, everything. The very goal of a caregiver archetype is to help and take care of others. You'll see they'll come by other names, and which will be suggestive of the roles they might be playing in your life, whether it's a brand or a personality. We're talking about a caregiver archetype. They could be saints, altruists, supporters, nurturers, helpers, or a parent. Personalities and even the brands that we'll be looking at, a caregiver archetype makes you feel loved, safe and secure, taken care of. It's almost like they'll evoke a feeling, I'm not alone in this. When a brand aligned with its archetype communicates, people get the brand story. It feels right. If you have any comments or questions, you could write in the comment section below or contact me at this email ID. If you found this video useful, please like it and share it. Whether you are an enterprise, startup, or an independent professional, if you want to learn more about branding and marketing, please subscribe to my channel.